What's up, everyone? This is Matt Mrozik, and this video is again from Wonderfest, and this is kind of like the supplies I got. I anticipated on getting a lot more supplies while I was there, but of course I bought kits first and then I was like out of money, so I didn't get as many supplies as I wanted. Mainly paints from Jesse because with the amount of projects I have coming up, I'm going to be going through those like crazy. But so this is what I got. Not a whole lot. Some of these I got because I wanted, some I had to get out of necessity. So one thing I have to do is I need to get myself a repair kit. Most guys have a repair kit that they take with them to shows. I don't have one. And in a repair kit, you simply want to have some glue, some kicker, paint brushes, a good assortment of kind of paints, not necessarily all the paints you would need for your kits, but something that you could use for touch-ups, blacks, you know, your basics, blacks, blues, whites, greens, reds, yellow, oranges. With those, you can make any color, maybe a couple of metallics. So if you do have to do a touch-up, a brush touch-up, you can. So I had to go buy a bottle of just Game Color black because that's what I use for my black a lot. The Thor, just from the cape hitting it, and it just happens because it hits the cape hits one of the legs from sagging. I had to touch that up a little bit, so I got a bottle of that. And to do that, I had to get some paint brushes in order to touch it up. So I bought some paint brushes. So those were bought out of necessity. I bought a tube of this True Metal, which I have some other. I thought I had more of this. I do. If you haven't tried this stuff is amazing. It's basically like a metal polishing paste. And Thor's helmet had gotten a little spot rubbed off the top of his head just from the foam hitting it. So I bought a tube of this. It's expensive. It was like 12 bucks. That's about, you get it for, it's usually between $10 and $12 a tube. So I bought this and I thought, you know what, if I do that, then I'm going to do the whole helmet because it probably won't match. So what I did, I was able actually to just take my t-shirt, and what's on Thor's helmet is the Kosu Jinsun powder. And I lightly just kind of polished the helmet, and it kind of made that spot disappear. I'm assuming you just kind of pulled some of the powder from other areas and just smoothed it over, but it took care of it. I had to buy some glue because I had, what broke? I had to glue something. Something on the Yag Dog broke off, so I needed some glue. So those were the things I bought out of necessity. So the other things I bought, I ordered an airbrush from Thomas Grossman before Wonderfest. This is the Iwata HPTH. And the reason I got this, because first of all, it has the trigger handle. And also, this is basically a really good in-between spray gun airbrush solution for, it's in between an airbrush and what I would, an HVLP gun, or like one of those big guns you use for painting cars. This is a great like in-between tool. Comes with two caps, and the one that makes this special is the fan cap. So this fan cap is what makes this spray like an HVLP gun. Instead of spraying a circle, it sprays a fan of paint. So when you're spraying, it sprays a fan going this way. Instead of a circle going shh, it's a fan, so it's like a line of paint. So this is perfect for doing primers and gloss coats, especially on these big guys. I got this because if I'm doing the clear coat, I need to put it on relatively quick and relatively wet. So this will make it perfect for that. It also has the Iwata Mac valve right here, the micro air control valve. Basically what it is, you set your airbrush to, let's say you're working PSI like 20 or whatever. This allows you to dial that down right at the tip of the gun, and then you can adjust it. It's a very fine-tuned air pressure adjustment. And it comes with a big cup. I think this is a 20 mil cup. I want to say this is 20 mils. This is 18 or 20. This is basically twice the size of what comes on a normal airbrush. And then you can buy even a bigger cup for it. You can buy up to so it comes with a 15 mil cup. You can get up to a 130 mil cup. So you can get like a big gun. You can get a big cup. I mean, it's like this. It's like huge. And that allows you to spray large pieces without having to refill your airbrush. It's got a nice control back here, a needle control for dialing in your needle. Very similar to the HPCS Plus and the Mac and the Micro. I'm drawing a blank, but the HPCS Plus has this nice adjustment on the back. The fan cap, you can set it to shoot horizontally. This is set up to shoot vertically right now, so the paint goes up and down, or you can loosen this and rotate the fan cap and it'll spray a fan this way. It has a relatively large needle. I want to say it's a 0.6 and 0.5. Let's see. What size needle does this come with? It comes with a 0.5, and you can get up to a 0.6. So that's the fan cap, and it does come with a normal cap, just your normal, if you want to spray like a normal round pattern, it comes with that also, and that can go on here too. So I got that from Thomas Grossman at Tag Team Hobbies. So I've been wanting these for a long time. These run, what do these run? These are like a $300 airbrush, but it's heavy duty. It's big. It's much bigger than like in your hand than your normal airbrush. But specifically, you got it for the fan cap, the trigger mechanism, and the large cup. Also, it came with a handle, which is super handy for. I wish I had this for the week before Wonderfest, man, because by the time I was done painting that Yak dog up, I could not feel my right thumb was numb for like a week. So basically, this screws in the bottom here, like this. Take this nut off. Come on. Like that, and then this fits in here like that, and now you have a nice big handle, which greatly reduces your hand fatigue, because you're not using your whole hand to hold the airbrush. Like I can hold this loose and just use that finger to pull the trigger. So I'm super glad I picked this up. So thanks, Thomas, for getting that for me and bringing it to Wonderfest. I appreciate it. So that's the airbrush. Put that to the side for now. As you get bigger things, you need bigger tools. Paint-wise, from Jesse, I'll do Jesse's what I got from Jesse real quick. So I purchased some more paints, the ones I used a lot. And I really wanted to get more, but like I said, I bought a bunch of kits beforehand, and these Jesse's paints are priced competitively. I think Vallejo's, right around $4 or $5, and so are Jesse. So, you buy 20 paints here at $100. So, but whatever. Jesse's paints are amazing. So if you haven't tried them, get them. The one thing I got from him that I haven't tried yet is his retarder. Because I was, when I get a little bit of dry tipping when I'm doing real close with transparents, and he was surprised that I get dry tipping with the transparents, but like the clear leather, I'll get a little globule of clear on there and it'll spatter. So he said just coat your needle with this a little bit, and it's actually kind of like put Crisco on your needle, and it'll keep it from doing that. I got a couple bottles of light African flesh, because that's kind of like my go-to flesh tone for Caucasian male skin. Even though it says light African flesh, it's perfect for male Caucasian skin tone. I got a bottle of the semi-transparent light of African flesh. Transparent smoke. I haven't tried this color from him, but the color swatch looks real nice. It's more of a transparent gray, so I'm going to try that. I got some transparent black, transparent leather, which I use a lot for leather, obviously. The black green. I love the transparent black green for adding shadows to stone, because it's not gray, it's not black. It's got a little bit of green to it. It adds a nice hint of, it's like a natural shading color in my opinion. So that's great for stone. Just some jet, and then a couple of things of jet black, which I ran out of a long time ago. So that's it for Jesse stuff. Oh, no, I got one more thing for Jesse. Now this isn't in stores yet. He's not selling this. This is a sample of his new primer he's developing. So right now I think he's got gray, white, flesh, and a red oxide. So these aren't for sale yet, but they're in development. So we're chatting with him in his room Thursday, and I say, hey man, I'm redoing my primers. So he didn't have much. He gave me a little bit to try. So there's like about this much in here, which is perfect for like a bust or two. So we're gonna give it a shot. He says it shouldn't separate, and it should dry relatively quickly. The one thing that my one comment right now is that it has a really, at least the gray does have has a very heavy ammonia smell to it. He's addressing that right now with his developer to see if they can figure that out and get rid of that. I know the white, was the white of the flesh didn't have an ammonia smell at all, but the gray and I think the red oxide had an ammonia smell. So Jesse's developing some new primers, so we're excited to see how those work. From Ken Badger, stocked up on Stynel Res because I go through this stuff like crazy. I got 2 of the big gray bottles. I'll probably use that up relatively quick. It's kind of my go-to primer right now. We'll see what Jesse comes up with. And then he gave me a set of his Metalsmith colors. So this is an interesting product. So Ken Badger, basically it's his silver Stynel Res with his ghost tints, and basically you make your own metallic colors. Now he does have a recipe book. He didn't give me one, unfortunately. So, but basically you can go by the recipe book. Basically you start with the silver and you add certain drops of the ghost tints to make your own metallics, or you can just make your own. So this is actually a really interesting product because, oh no, right there. It's on the bottom. Holy shit. Never mind. Let me look at it real quick because I haven't looked at this yet. So basically you're not limited to what's in the bottle, and you can always mix your own colors, but I think this is a really good idea. So here we go. So like here's a version of copper mixed 8 parts of G4 to R1. Basically it's telling you how much you need to mix to get the color that you want. So pretty cool concept, and you can come up with your own recipes, you know, and write those down. But I'm gonna have to play with this a little bit because I think it's gonna be a really nice addition to metallic paints, because good metallic paints are hard to find. So like I love the Vallejo metal colors, but the problem is there's like 14 colors and 10 of them look the same. They're all aluminum, dull aluminum, some aluminum, and half of them I can't tell the difference. So that's a cool product. So that's it for stuff like supplies wise I got at Wonderfest. Excited to try the new airbrush. I'm excited to try Jesse's primer. So those are the 2 things I'm most excited about, and then the metalizer paints. So those 3 things are all new to me, and I'm looking forward to giving them all a shot. I'm really excited to break this airbrush in on my next big project. I'll do our spraying review for this too, so anyone who might be interested in getting one can grab one. I think it's a good investment if you're doing big stuff. Again, like I said, I could not feel, my thumb was numb for a good 5-6 days after spraying that Jagddaga for 4 or 5 days straight. So really excited to try this guy. I don't know if I use this for like shading and fine stuff. I don't think it's not meant for that. It's meant for base coating and clear coating and primers and stuff like that. But pretty cool. Excited to try it out. All right, so that's it for that video. Kind of supply run at Wonderfest. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.